Hello again, everyone. My name is Mario Tiazzo, and I'm the Data Analysis and Visualization Librarian here at UMB Libraries. Today, we're going to take a look at how to analyze the data in this spreadsheet and visualize it with a bar chart. Here, we have data that is linked to survey responses to a series of yes-no questions. Note that the data here is discrete and not continuous. Also, unlike the other data sets, this data does not need to be manipulated before we visualize it, so we can jump right into creating a chart. First, we will select our data. We can then click on the Insert tab and click on the column bar chart icon. We get a bunch of options, but we will pick the first option, the 2D clustered column chart. Notice that the categorical data is on the x-axis. Move this up. Now let's try to clean it up a little bit and make it more meaningful. First, let's add elements that we want to include. We'll click on the chart, click on the plus sign, add axis titles. Now let's fill these in. Number of respondents on the y-axis, survey questions on the x-axis. If we wanted to modify a color here, we could click on a bar. You'll notice that the entire orange series or the no series has been highlighted. We can then right-click, press Format Data Series, go to the right pane and press on the bucket. You'll notice here that there's a fill bucket here that we can press on and change the color of the series, any color we want. We also have the option of pressing more colors, and either selecting from here, putting in an RGB code, putting in a hex code, or selecting from this series. So if we wanted a green color, the whole series would turn green. I'll press Ctrl Z to return it to its original state. If you wanted to only have one of the bars change color, you can press on that particular bar and do the same thing. Like yellow, and only that individual bar gets a color change. Once again, I'll return it to its original state by pressing Ctrl Z. You'll notice that there is no data after the 70 respondents mark, so let's change the axes to reflect that. Press on the axes, right-click on it, Format Axes. In the right pane, we can see that we have a maximum and minimum bound. Let's change that to 70. There you go, that fills it in a better way. Just a note to let you know that for bar charts and for column charts, you should always keep your minimum at 0. Sometimes your text is too cluttered or does not break at a great spot. You can see that the text in the first and the fourth questions are a little bit out of sync. So let's try to even that out a little bit. We can go to the original text, and wherever we want to do a break, we can select it, go to that area, and press Alt+Enter, and the text will change, both in the cell, but also in the chart. I've increased the formula bar here. I can just, once you see these arrows, you can drag it. If you have a very long formula, this is quite helpful. You can see the entire text here. I'll do it again between us and 2 here, and I'll press Alt+Enter. And when I do that, the text changes in both the cell, also the chart. Okay, now that we've added our elements, let's clean this up a little bit and remove any elements we don't want. Select the grid lines and press Delete. Let's also remove chart border and delete the title by pressing Delete. Great, that's starting to look good. We can add a figure caption here. I won't in this example, but try to use the questions who, what, why, and how to guide you when writing one up. Remember to try to match your caption size to the size of your chart. By pressing Merge, Wrap Text, Left alignment, and in this case, upper alignment. We'll also select Figure 1 and press the bold button to bold that text. Great. Now let's highlight the background. Select the fill bucket and the white background. Now we have a background that we can easily snip. We'll use our snipping tool. Great. We now have a nice clean chart that we can use in our Word document or PowerPoint presentation. That should be it for this lab and for this series as well. Like always, I hope that this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in the rest of your studies. Bye for now.